Hi everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to do a pour now that I've actually been planning for quite a few weeks. I'm really enjoying using this at the moment, which is modelling paste. So Pebeo Studio Acrylics modelling paste. It's quite a thick paste, so by itself I think it is just a bit too solid, a bit too thick. So what I've done for this next pour, I've prepared the canvas already. I've mixed this with some actual paint, some acrylic paint, and it gives it a much softer, more flexible, more mouldable texture to it. So I've mixed some of this up and then I've put it into a piping bag, just normal piping bags that you use for cooking, for baking cakes, for putting icing in. And I put the paste in, and then I just cut the very end to create just a little pocket of the mixture, and then I pipe that onto the canvas. So I've already done the piping part, so I'm going to show you that. I'm going to fast forward it, I'll show you that next. Then I'm going to get down to the actual fluid art. So the fluid art I'm doing is going to be an explosive Dutch pour. The paste I've put on is in another mandala flower shape, but I've decided to do the paste first before the paint because I want the texture to come up through the pour. So I've not done it this way round before. Normally I would embellish after I've poured. This time I'm embellishing before. I'll do the explosive Dutch pour and then I will highlight the edge of all my petals. It will become obvious when you actually see what I've done. Actually, in fact, I've got it here. Let me show you. I was going to show you while it was on the table, but let me show you. So this is the canvas. So this is all textured. So I'm going to show you in a second how I've done this. So the modelling paste is down. I'm now going to pour all my acrylic paint over the top, blow it out with the hairdryer, let it dry. Then I will just go around the edge of all the petals, maybe with some of the gilding foil, with some other paint. I'm not really sure yet, but the idea is that it will have nice ridges to give some texture to the painting. So really excited to see whether this will work. Canvas is a 50cm square canvas. I would like my flower to be really pale and really soft. So I've got white, I've got a pale pink, which is Amsterdam Persian rose. I'm going to use a little bit of this, which is Amsterdam Permanent Red Violet. I've got a little tiny bit of bronze, and then this one, which is Venetian Rose. So the majority of this, I'd like to be the two pale pinks and the white, certainly around the edge. but I just want to add just a tiny bit of the darker colours just in the centre. So I'm going to sort the centre out when it's dry, so I don't think I'm going to put any colour on there now. I could put some bronze on, unless I leave the bronze for the centre and just have the pinky colours. Do you know, that might work better actually. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to just put a little bit of the pinky colour around the centre of the flower, of the petals. I don't want a lot of this, but I just want a little bit of it just to blow over some of the colours. So some of the paler colours. So there's just a little tiny bit. Oh, there's a lump. Just a bit of unmixed paint. Right, so now I'm just going to drizzle the pink and the white on, or 2 pinks and the white. So what's going to be really interesting about this is seeing how this is going to react over the textured base, because I just genuinely have no idea how this is going to work and how well it's going to flow as I blow this out. My paints are mixed with PVA glue and water. I tried to thicken the mixture up slightly. The downside of that is that it might not flow quite as well. So I'm going to blow this out with the hairdryer. So I'm just going to blow it from the centre outwards every time. So I'll stop halfway probably and turn the canvas round. My goodness, this is beautiful. Oh, I'm loving that dark purple in the middle. That is stunning. That is working really well. I am loving this. You've got a really good amount of the purple, but it doesn't go too far. You've just got little hints of it. I've got quite a few lumps. I don't know why, but I seem to have quite a few lumps in the paint. So I'm just going to go and just try and remove some of those. Right, so far so good. The paint mixture's quite thin, so when it dries, I'm quite confident you're still going to see all of these ridges. Now, I had enough paint on to actually be able to blow the paint across all the ridges, and it seems to have quite a nice continuous flow and pattern, which is great. So I'm hoping it will dry well and it will really sort of settle into the design. One thing I'm worried about is that it might make the paste go a bit soggy. Will it disintegrate? Will it break up as it dries? I have no idea. I don't know enough about the modelling paste to know how it reacts when it's wet. So it will be interesting to see how this dries. The cells created by the white are just beautiful. I love the blend of the colours. It's absolutely perfect. Really happy. It's nice and pale, but I'm really liking that dark, sort of slightly moody centre. and I'll probably use some of the dark colour just to go around the edges of the petals so it will all blend in. So I am really, really happy, really excited now for this to dry and start the next part. So it's now dry. I'm over the moon. It's really worked. So I've got a lot of work to do on this, but I just wanted to quickly show you how it dried before I start embellishing it. So you can just see the pattern flows beautifully over all the petals. It didn't really get too disrupted by the ridges, but you can see the ridges. So I've got the texture I wanted. So what I'm now going to do is just do a bit of shading around all the petals just to create some depth. I'm going to highlight the top of each of the petal, probably with some of the gilding foil. If you look really closely, you can see lots of little cracks where here's a good example, where the paint was quite thick over the top. It really doesn't matter because I'm going to be embellishing this now and adding to this. So I'm just so happy with the texture. Now the center, again, it's cracked quite a bit. It might be because of the modelling paste underneath, I'm not sure, but this was very textured anyway. So this is great, really happy with this. I'm going to build that up with some colour. I did end up, while it was wet, I did end up blowing around this a little bit more, just get it a bit more even, and I think it worked brilliantly. Another thing I intend to do is the corners don't have petals, so it is a round flower, so all 4 of the corners I will shade in with something else, maybe blacks, I'm not really sure, so it's going to look like a round flower. So it's now finished. I've absolutely loved making this piece. It's taken a lot of time, so many different stages to it, but I have absolutely loved making it, and I'm so happy with the result. Could possibly be one of my new favourite paintings, my new favourite pieces. So first of all, if you have a look just at the pour is gorgeous. So really dark in the middle and then it just fades. I love the blend of the different pinks and the white, the cells that have popped up. So I painted very dark blue on the corners, and then suddenly when I did that, the whole flower came to life because you got to see the flower for the first time. So it's really bumpy. You can see the ridges from the paste, and then I've used the gilding foil just to outline each of the petals. You saw as well, I did some shading underneath and then used a black Posca pen just to highlight each of the petals. The centre, I think, looks really good. So it's really bumpy. There are cracks in it, and I think that's just because there was so much moisture on top of the modelling paste. There are also cracks around here, around where the modelling paste was thicker. But I really like that. I just think that actually, it looks quite effective. So let me show you in the light, because this is when the gilding foil just comes to life, because it's so sparkly, so shimmery, so pretty. Absolutely love using this foil, this glue and foil. It's so easy, but just so effective. And I wonder if you can get a sense of how 3D it is. To be honest, I'm not sure you actually can. It's not until you touch it and you actually look up close can you see the 3D effect on it. So yeah, really happy. Please let me know what you think. Please leave me any comments, any thoughts, any ideas you have. Love reading everyone's comments. Great. Take care, everyone. Bye.